Welcome everybody to the M3 podcast. My name is Jayden. I'm with Davis once again, and we've got quite the podcast for you guys today. We've got a lot of news in areas that we really don't get into, such as actual news. Because we talk about gaming news, we talk about movie news, but we actually don't get into the other news. But I thought this was so ridiculous we had to talk about it. So we're gonna get into the gaming corner once again. We have
Are we Philip DeFranco now?
We're Philip DeFranco. Move over, Philly. It's M3's time. So we have the 20 plus years for licking ice cream, which we'll get into a little bit more. The Little Mermaid news, as well as some other movie news. But before we actually get into this, Cameron Boyce, a Disney actor, actually passed away a few days ago due to a seizure. He died at the age of 20, and we just wanted to extend our thoughts and prayers to the family. He will be missed very much. He's in a better place now, so we just wanted to extend our thoughts and prayers. But yeah,
it's pretty sad. Like, he was like 20.
Mm-hmm.
That's no matter who you are, like, that's a young age.
Yeah.
Right? Like, that's, I don't know. Yeah, it's not, he's not super well known, but that still doesn't mean you can't say anything about it, right? So it's a good thing to at least mention it, right?
So yeah, may he rest in peace, and we just wanted to give our say on it, just to start off, and just to let him know that he will be missed dearly. So let's get into our actual news this week. So the first thing that we're going to talk about today, we're going to be talking about the Google Stadia, which is Google's take on a console to compete in the console wars between Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft. And from some reports, from some YouTubers and stuff like that, Google Stadia is dead on arrival. It's not worth buying right now. It's not going to happen. Like, this is a terrible start. Why is this happening? Some people are like, you guys don't know anything. This is actually a great thing. But it's like, from how it stands right now, it's not good.
Which is pretty weird from, like, something from Google. I can't think of anything from Google that's, like, failed miserably. Like, I know that maybe the Pixel hasn't done as well as they hoped, but it's still a successful thing. Like, people still buy it and stuff like that. Like, I can't think of a single thing from Google that's just, like, crashed. So maybe it's just other people's opinions are trying. Maybe these are trying to get some bad reviews so that there's more positive towards Xbox or PlayStation. I don't know yet.
Yeah.
Barely heard about anything yet.
From the one source that I know, Angry Joe Show, they have said that it's dead on arrival because not only do you have to pay for the subscription service, you have to pay for the game itself. And at that point, why would you not just buy the game on its own on the service that, like, Steam or Xbox or the PSN or the Nintendo Store? Like, why would you not just do that? And I understand the capability of playing it everywhere, but considering most internet is shit nowadays, like, my internet's shit, like, everywhere has more or less shit internet than better. Like, I don't find the Google Stadia that enticing, especially for me, because it's like, what point is there? Because I can play it on my phone and then play it on, like, my console and then back on my PC. It's like, if I'm going to play this game, I'm going to stick to one console, and if I'm going to play it on mobile, it better be a game that I can play on mobile, because I remember PUBG Online or PUBG Mobile, the, like, capabilities of it. For PUBG Mobile, there's no triggers or anything, so you're holding a flat surface and you're playing on it, and it's so awkward and bad. Playing Hearthstone on a phone, totally get. Playing Hearthstone on a console, what the fuck? That should never exist. Never should exist. But so you're like, I don't understand the progression for it. It only fits like a niche sort of games.
Yeah, well, I guess it's more towards the people that don't already have gaming consoles, for the people that are trying to get something new.
Yeah.
That because it looks like it's like it'd be really good if you were able to, like, bundle all of your subscriptions into one. Like, if you could do this plus Netflix plus Crave and all do just one single bill or something like that.
Yeah.
That would be like they need to start like leaning towards something like that to make it a lot easier for everyone.
Yeah, absolutely.
Instead of having like $5 here, $10 here, $12 here, right?
Hmm.
But I would see it for people that want to get into gaming but don't want to buy a console, because if you like, for myself, I already have a Chromecast.
Yep.
So if you download it from your Chromecast and if you have a good enough internet connection, I see why they would want to do that, right? And it looks like there's a decent amount of good games that are coming from launch,
Hmm.
like I saw Assassin's Creed, there's Mortal Kombat, NBA. So
Hmm.
there's a Tomb Raider. They're not brand new games that are like 2018, 2019.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I think some of these are 2018, but like there are a decent amount of games that are coming right from launch, and I see why they would want to do it. And it's competition, right?
Yeah.
It makes sense. So, but if you're not already an avid gamer like yourself that has an Xbox, PlayStation, a Switch, all these other consoles, then why would you spend even more money, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of where it's kind of leaning towards of what I think.
Yeah. And I honestly like the thing that I compared it to the most is the Ultimate Game Pass, because Ultimate Game Pass has games for PC and it has games for Xbox. And I thought that was an amazing thing because it's like, cool, I now have games I can play on my PC and it's on the Xbox service, which means I can get achievements, and that's all I really care about in gaming. Besides the game itself, like I played Slay the Spire a little bit, found out it didn't have achievements, but I still enjoyed my time with it. And if it did have achievements, I'd probably keep playing through it because I'm just a junkie for it right now. But anyways, like I love that service, and if they create it for mobile and they bring games that make sense, like Stardew Valley, Slay the Spire, if they put Hearthstone onto this service, like uh,
Hmm.
tactical games that aren't like pressing, it's like, oh yeah, I need to be pressing 8 million buttons and like trying to aim everywhere. It's like if it's a slow paced kind of game, yes, I would love to see that, like the Google Stadia model come everywhere, but it doesn't make sense for it to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna play Destiny 2 on my phone. Like personally for me, because I prefer to just
Have,
have a controller in my hand or my hands on a keyboard.
have you ever tried those things you can add? Like I've never
Oh
done
yeah.
it myself, but like you can add like end pieces and triggers and stuff like that
Hmm.
to your smartphone to make it so you can play like PUBG or something like that.
Yeah,
Have you heard any reviews or anything about those? Like
I haven't heard anything about it, but I know they exist, and that would be cool to get, and that would be a good reason
yeah,
to get it. But then again, it's still, I'm not going to transfer over to Google Stadia. If Xbox comes out with this, I'm going to Xbox because I've been an
yeah,
Xbox fanboy. They've treated me well. Like
yeah.
they, like I don't think I've had almost any quarrel with them for the most part. I could be
Hmm.
wrong, but like ever since I was a kid, I loved playing on Xbox, and that's where my home is. Like like PlayStation, as much as I enjoyed, it's like I find it difficult to navigate and stupid for some reasons. And the exclusives are the only reason I play it. Same with the Nintendo Switch. It's like I play it for party games and for exclusives. That's it.
Yeah,
But
makes
like,
sense. But yeah, exactly. Like that goes. You're an avid gamer. You like your content that you like. So why bother buying something new?
mhm,
It's for the people that are getting into gaming or want to buy something new, or like again, it says like for me, I played Mortal Kombat a lot on PlayStation, on PS2.
mhm,
So it would be good to kind of get back into it without having to buy a new console.
yeah. See, like,
So
and I'm ready for the future of gaming. Like, I have a Razer phone too. This thing's built for gaming. I'm ready to jump into that, but unfortunately, the technology is not good enough at this time. I'd say give it probably like 5 years to be perfected,
mhm.
and then things will be peachy. But that's our take on
you'll
Google Stadia.
you'll hear back from us at Multimedia Madness episode 532.
Yep, there you go. There you go. And we'll be old men at that point. Okay, so let's move on to the next thing. I actually just I completely forgot about this. Apparently there have been teases, and I say that lightly. There have been teases of the popular game, the Super Mario Strikers. There might be a new one coming soon because it was teased. So
The soccer game?
yeah, so the soccer game. I don't know
Ah,
if you played that as a
cool.
kid.
Yeah, that goes back to what I was talking about in the previous episode.
Mhm.
That was one of the games on GameCube that I played
Mhm.
after school, whatever. Yeah.
Mhm. That was a childhood home hitter right there. I love like all the sports games for Mario are like gems. Mario
Yeah.
Soccer, really good. Mario Tennis, pretty good. Mario Baseball, I don't know how many people enjoyed it, but I loved playing Mario Baseball. That was a lot of fun.
Well, it adds the like NHL of like sports or whatever, but into the Mario world. So you have like the power ups and like
Hmm.
I remember having like the super fireball kick. Each character like Bowser was like more powerful of a kick, but he was a slower runner and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So
the different
yeah.
classes and stuff. So like that was a lot of fun. So let's take a look at the image. So the image is right here. You can see like there's a picture on the wall of someone playing or of Mario kicking the soccer ball in Luigi's Mansion 3. So will we see a new Super Mario Strikers game? I fucking hope so, dude. That game was legit. That was my childhood. I played that with my cousins. I played that with my brothers. I played that by myself. Like that shit was the best game.
Yeah,
Not
it was. It's a good like mix between like sitting home playing by yourself or having friends over come play when you're just having a good time. Like you don't have to be like super competitive like in Call of Duty or Halo or something where you're getting mad at each other,
yeah.
but you're just like even you would still get a little heated and stuff, but not to the point of like some games get, right?
Hmm. Yeah, exactly. So it's like a casual competitive game, as I feel like it'd be said.
Yeah, that's a good way.
And there was nothing better than going into a game of bots. They were like super easy bots, and you destroy them 23-0, and you're just like, yeah, I'm good at this game, and it's a lot of fun. Like everything was fun. The goalkeeping was fun. The like kicking was fun. The mechanics, hitting someone into the boards and having them electrocuted, that was hilarious.
Oh, right. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
such a good time. But yeah, let's move on to our next topic because the more we talk about it, the more hyped I'm gonna get, and the more reminiscent memories are gonna come up, and we'll never get this done. This one is actually pretty sad and pretty dumb news if you ask me. So I saw this article online. Super Smash Bros. Community bullies a 15-year-old girl for beating a pro. So
People are assholes.
yeah, people are assholes. Like, excuse me. It's not like she cheated and beat the guy. It's not like she was being disrespectful and beat the guy, at least to my knowledge. But she, I think, I don't know if she's a like pro, but oh yeah, she went to an esports tournament and she beat this player named Ally, and she was receiving harassment from fans. It got negative attention, so that she had to take a break from streaming and social media, and was thinking about retiring or playing under a different name. So like that's how bad it got. And like seriously, your
Because
favorite pro lost, so you're gonna bully some 15-year-old kid or bully anyone in general? Like fuck you, dude. Like say all you want personally, like keep that shit to yourself. Like
yeah, people are fucking aggressive. Like, but do you know what? Like, yeah, that's the big thing with like cyberbullying that's been happening since what, like 2010, is that
mhm.
like back in the early 2000s, 90s, whatever, it was everyone has known about bullying as being a thing forever, all
Yeah.
of eternity. But it was just yourself, a couple friends on the playground, right? Like, and you
Mhm.
had a little bad day. But now it's even worse because there's thousands of people
Hating on you.
harassing you over something over a fucking game. Like
Yeah.
that's just, and people just getting the negativity out is just ridiculous.
Oh, it's not even just on
Like,
games either. I don't know if you like the Logan and Jake Paul, right? You know the Paul brothers. So
yeah.
they are they have been forever locked in a war. Well, actually recently apparently not much has been popping up about them other than the fact that Jake Paul decided to like sell his soul out for reportedly coffee. Well, let's take that into consideration. It's quote unquote coffee because it looked like he was doing drugs. Well, not doing drugs, but it looked like he was on them for sure because it's like heavily influenced by H3H3 that they were like, oh yeah, his coffee is not actually coffee. So, but anyways, they were forever locked in this war of merch to be like, yeah, if you buy a Jake Pauler, you're better than a Logang. If you buy from the Logang, you're better than a Jake Pauler or whatever.
Oh,
And
okay.
it got so aggressive that they decided to make songs about it. There was one song that was like, fuck Santa Claus, like Santa's a cuck, I smashed Mrs. Claus. That came from the Logang, but the Jake Paul struck back with the buy that merch, buy that merch. Like literally, that's the entire song. It's literally just all I want for Christmas is that Jake Paul merch, and it's like they sell that shit on iTunes, and
Yeah.
it's everywhere, and you're just like sitting there, like what the fuck?
Whatever.
But that's not the worst thing. That's not the worst. The worst thing is kids are getting bullied because of it. If you're a low ganger in a Jake Pauler school, you don't have friends. If you're a Jake Pauler in a low gang school, you have no friends. Like
21st century bullying is weird, man.
Yeah. If you played Fortnite if you played Fortnite a year ago, you're cool. If you play Fortnite now, you're fucking dumb. Like that's just it. And it's amazing how stupid this is. How everything relies on like one or two things. Like your success in the Twitch world is dictated by, do you play Fortnite? Yes or no. Like if you do play Fortnite, cool, you might keep your fan base. If you don't play Fortnite, sorry, you're out. Like if you have a low gang shirt in a Jake Paul school, you're screwed. Like sorry, you're gonna get eaten for breakfast. But that's how important these things are to her, and that's how bad bullying has become. Because people will post on like Reddit or Twitter just like, I got bullied at school because I'm a Jake Pauler, but all these other kids are low gangers and I have no friends or whatever. But it can be defendable. It can be defendable. Like there's a YouTuber by the name of Fitz, and they found this guy named they nicknamed him Coyote because his name was like Mind Coyote or something like that on Fortnite. So what they originally did, they were like, oh yeah, let's like play with this kid. It'll be funny. It'll be like, it's kind of bullying, but it's just like lighthearted joking kind of thing. But they eventually like came to like really caring for the kid and became sympathetic to his situation. Like, yeah, I have no friends because my voice is annoying and stuff like that. This is why I play this all the time. And like whenever I add people on this game, I invite them to play again and they never play with me. Like it's just super sad. And everyone like warmed up to the kid on YouTube and stuff like that, and they were like, yeah, it like, Coyote, I'm in the same situation as you. I want to be strong like you. I want to face my bullies and stuff like that. You're not alone in this. Like, we give you our full support. And he apparently one day just like broke down and started crying because all of those like nice comments flooded in. He's like, did you see the video? And they're like, yeah, I saw the video. It was the best thing ever. I showed it to a girl at my school and she loved it. And now I have friends and stuff again. And it's like amazing. And eventually the guy was just like, yeah, I'm not going to have you in any more of my videos, basically, because it seems bad because I'm extorting you for content, basically. So, like, that was a huge thing, but it's amazing how people can be like, oh, yeah, I understand, I'm sympathetic towards you, to fuck you. This literally has no repercussions on me. It has repercussions on someone else because they got beat in a video game fair and square, but fuck you for being better at the video game in this specific instance. Like, hello?
Yeah.
It's not like she flipped them off. It's not like she said, haha, fuck you, bitch. You suck dick at this game, you fucking pussy. Kill yourself. Like, it's not like she said that. I'm sure she was very respectful. And, like, also, this is a Smash tournament. Smash tournaments are not the nicest place in the world. There have been people who will get so mad after getting KO'd, they will throw the game. If they die once sometimes, if it's a cheap death, they get so angry, they throw away the rest of their lives, and they'll lose the match. Yeah. Then they'll take their controllers and smash it on the ground and start yelling. Like, people
people rage like that all the time. I think that's one of the reasons why I kind of stopped getting, like, started getting out of video games, because it started, like, pissing me off too much.
Yeah, that's
like,
that's a lot of people. I know a guy in high school who did the exact same thing. He said, yeah, I'm like, do you play video games? He's like, I used to play Grand Theft Auto, but I had to stop because I kept getting so angry and stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, that's fair. And that's why I kind of stick away from multiplayer games for the most part. Like, most of the games, unless I'm with a team, even if I'm with a team, some people I'm like, hey guys, we should go this way. Like, I'm playing with people that I know, and I'm like, hey guys, we should go this way. And it's like, no, let's go this way. This way will be quicker. I'm like, there are people over there. We're gonna get killed. Let's go around. Let's play this smart. And they're like, no, let's do it this way. And then we die, and I'm like, wow, you should have listened to me. And then they're like, no, you should have committed with us. I'm like, no, you should listen to me. And that keeps happening over and over again. I'm like, yeah, fuck it, I'm not gonna bother. And I'm just like, yep, that's why I play video games by myself or with one other person who listens to me. That's it. So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's the rant on that. But anyways.
That's your rant?
Yeah. Don't bully. Go fucking be nice to her. Say, awesome job, you beat this pro player. And go to the pro player and say, all right, you got beat by a 15-year-old girl. Who cares?
Especially in one of the previous episodes, we were talking about a kid who beat a pro player and got praised for it
Yeah,
with the Tetris there,
yeah, yeah,
and like this kid got praised for it, but now this girl gets like shit on. Like,
yeah.
make up your mind, gaming community.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Like, it's two different communities, and it's like, but it doesn't make sense. Like, why would you praise someone for having like insane Tetris skills, but really hate on someone for having better Smash skills? Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't make sense. But then again, the internet doesn't make sense. People don't make sense. So don't bully people. If you're gonna bully people, just say it to yourself and write an angry note, crumple it up, throw it in the garbage, set it on fire. Get rid of the evidence.
Yeah.
Just fucking that. Leave it at that. Don't spread that negativity. But let's move on. Let's move on to some.
Anyway. Yeah.
Anyways, we're gonna move on to some other stuff. So I have this. There's Crash Team Nitro-Fueled free DLC characters leaked, and the only reason that I have this article is because it's free DLC. The game is like $40. I think $40 Canadian. So it's like $45, whatever, and free DLC. Do you know how insane that is?
That's Crash. You said Crash Team Racing?
Yeah, Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled, I think it's called. Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled. So imagine buying this game and then you're like, oh, this is an amazing game. I'll buy the DLC. And then they're like, nah, you don't get to do that. We get to give you the DLC for free. I'd be like,
That's nice.
yeah, I'd just like shit my pants right there. I'd be like, holy moly, this is the most amazing thing ever. Like, and it must be
Is
crazy.
that a continuation, or is that like a remake from the like PS2 era Crash Racing?
It's a remaster.
It's a remaster?
Yeah.
Nice.
So,
Jeez,
yeah.
Jayden, you're making me want to get into gaming again now that they're coming back with all the remastered versions or
Dude,
back from my nostalgia days.
oh yeah, well then there you go. You have free DLC coming July. Oh wait, there's a Grand Prix tournament I think going on, but there's a bunch of characters coming. These are including games from the character itself. So you have like Baby Coco, Baby Cortex, Baby Crash, stuff like that. But you also have characters from Spyro coming to the game. So you have Spyro coming in as a racer. Like, that's amazing. I would totally get into that, but I am not spending too much money right now. I already spent a ton of money for the Xbox Ultimate Game Pass. I have Spyro, I have South Park, I have tons of these games, and I'm going to keep playing them and get all the achievements. And then I usually just wait until the sale comes around because it's like, especially if single player games, it's like, why would I bother spending money? Or if it's like a party game, I'm just gonna, one person will get it and then I'll borrow it from them or whatever, or we'll play it together. So yeah, that's
Cool.
the fun stuff. So just wanted to say that this next report is about the Xbox Scarlett. So the Xbox Scarlett, as you know, is the newest console, but apparently, according to this article, they have something, I think it's called something called Project xCloud. It basically works like Google Stadia, is what this report says. It's a really the xCloud console box, which is a really low power, low latency device that is designed to connect directly to xCloud and give you a better gaming experience. And apparently it's the price point lower than $100 and possibly as cheap as $60. So you want to play Xbox and you pay for the Ultimate Game Pass, that's like $400. If you get it for a year, that's possibly around like, let's say it's $20 a month. You're paying around, if it's at its highest, $350 for the game, or for the games, for Xbox Live Gold and the console itself. Like, just imagine how insane that is. $100 for a gaming console. But who knows how well this will work out? Who knows how well anything will work out? Like, will it be just as they say? Will it be cheaper? Like, and I'm wondering what this means. The Xbox Scarlett. Wait, hold on. In fact, according to Sam's, the cancellation of a second version of Xbox Scarlett means Microsoft is now placing a higher priority on the system. So, like, you know how with Xbox, they came with the Xbox One S, they came out with the Xbox One X, they came out with the original Xbox One, and it was like a step up, not in that order. It was the One, and then it was the S, and then it was the X. So
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're like, there's reiterations of the system. Apparently, they're not reiterating that. They're just moving on to the cloud system. Yeah. Apparently, it will be pitched towards more mainstream gamers who don't want a more premium priced console, which is very, very interesting.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
And it's on par with Nintendo Switch coming out with a new console, a cheaper model or something like that. I don't know if it's smaller or anything like that. I haven't heard too much about it, but apparently everyone's getting into this same kind of pattern. But everyone's going different directions, I feel. So we'll see how the market pans out. I feel like everyone's going like this, where they're all spreading out, but eventually they'll all come back together and they'll basically be like how it is now with everyone has their own console, their own online service, their own subscription-based service, stuff like that. But
exactly. So gaming is kind of trying to go same way as streaming and everything with movies and
exactly. So let's move on to the next thing. PlayStation Plus prizes decreasing in some regions, but what this also says is this is increasing in some areas. So at the moment,
our region.
Pardon?
Is our region decreasing?
No, none of our regions aren't being touched. So apparently, right now, we know it's decreasing in Latin America, apart from Brazil, Oman, and Saudi Arabia. According to PlayStation, it's decreasing the price due to market conditions, and the same thing it cites when it increases the price, which it recently did in Europe and Brazil, and in Australia. So, according to this, the prices for 12-month subscription in those countries, Latin America, Oman, and Saudi Arabia, is decreasing from $60 to $50. And with
$10 is $10.
Yeah, $10 is $10. A 3-month subscription now costs $21, and a 1 month costs $8. Doesn't give the original prices, but I'd assume that's much better. Meanwhile, users are reporting out of Australia the price has actually increased by $1. So, the PlayStation 12-month is $80, 3-month is $34, and now the 1 month is $12.
$1.
Yeah, $1 upgrade.
Okay.
So it's not a huge upgrade, but it's still an upgrade, or it's still an increase. Sorry, not an upgrade. It's an increase. Upgrade is the completely wrong word.
But like, what goes into the execs' minds at Sony being like, okay, the Australians are not paying enough money. Let's cost them an extra $1. Like that extra $1 is gonna make that big of a difference.
And it's for the 1 month too. It doesn't make any sense. Like, no one buys 1 month of PSN because guess what? They only have that 1 month. So unless they go hard for that 1 month, it doesn't make any sense. Buying the 12-month makes sense.
Maybe Australians only buy it for a month at a time.
That's true, but are they really going to make that much?
We don't know.
Hey man, if 100,000 people in Australia use that 1 month subscription, boom, that's $100,000 a month extra.
Yeah,
but
I guess that maybe the market in Australia is different than it is in Europe and North America.
Exactly.
Never know.
We'll see how that goes. So let's get into some of the weirder shit in this episode. So Davis sent me this right before we started recording this, but I already kind of knew about it. So there's an Instagram model by the name of Belle Delphine. If you haven't heard of her, it's up to you if you want to check her out. I'm not going to leave her stuff in the description, but
NSFW, so I don't think you even can.
Yeah.
So let's
So she dresses up. She has like pink hair, and she puts on makeup and takes like really lewd photos and stuff like that. And we already talked about her a little bit last time. Do you remember the conversation of her Pornhub account?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it gets grosser than that. So on her Pornhub account, and I did watch these for the purpose of this podcast. I did not jerk my ding dong to any of these, letting this be known now. I was just looking at it. It was like, oh look, Belle Delphine.
As research purposes.
For research purposes, I clicked on the one that said Belle Delphine doggy style, and guess what she did? She took dog food and fucking smeared it all over herself. So no wonder people are pissed off about it, because nobody wants to see that. But let's move on. So then what she's been doing now is she's been asking, she's not been asking, but she's been selling fucking her bath water. She's been taking baths, and she's been selling that bath water to people.
But it's been successful.
It's been successful, which is the scary thing. It's called Gamer Girl Bathwater. Who the fuck
it's
buys
$30.
this? Who buys this?
Apparently millions of people, because it's been sold out.
It's sold out, and she made like a Twitter statement or something that was like, I can't, like, you guys, you have no idea how many baths I've taken in the past little while, like, and it's absolutely insane. But somebody did the math, and assuming she took the standard 70-gallon bath, she would have water for 1,890 60-ounce containers, or 6-ounce containers, sold for $30 each. It would result in her making $44,800 total.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, see? People are fucking weird. They like their hot, nerdy gamer girls, and they'll give her their money, apparently.
So, yeah, that's absolutely interesting. So, but here's the thing. What we have for this is, the article is saying that Pokimane, another female streamer, very popular female streamer, pleads with fans to stop asking for her bath water. So apparently people are harassing Pokimane, like this streamer who has nothing to do with this, to get her gaming water, or to make her sell gaming water or bath water. So she says, please stop asking for my bath water. I take showers, is what she wrote on Twitter. But like, I'm sure it goes more in depth than that, because like, what the fuck? Why would she be saying that otherwise? So, like, that's how weird this is getting now. It's not just one person doing this. They're now asking other females to do this. Like, this is a normal business practice. Like, I take baths and then I sell that water. That's helping the economy. That's helping everything. It's like, what the fuck? That's so weird.
But my question then also is like, what are these people, I'm assuming mostly guys, doing with it? Are they like
drinking
storing it on the shelf or drink? Like,
some people are drinking it. Like,
hopefully you're not drinking it. Don't get sick. That's just
it's a huge health thing too, because it's like, I remember like seeing a post. I'm pretty sure it's clickbait, because they're like, multiple people reported getting herpes from drinking this water.
I would read into that.
Yeah.
Actually find the actual full details, but I wouldn't be. Well, I don't know if you even can.
I don't think
Maybe you can. I don't know, but maybe not herpes, but you probably would get
something,
a viral infection, even just from like being in the packaging and everything too.
Yeah.
It's stagnant water.
Think about how messed up this is. So this girl, like filthy girl, like she's sweating, she's doing whatever she does throughout her day. She takes a bath, she stores that bath water, screws it together, somebody takes it, puts it in a box or whatever, takes that to the shipping facility. The shipping facility takes it, puts it on a plane, or puts it in storage for whoever knows how long, puts it in a plane or a truck or whatever. They transport it to whatever destination they need it to get it to. They put it on another truck and then drive it to your house. And this could take over several days. That water is just like sitting there, like, and it's getting even more gross. And you're just like sitting there and you're like, you know what's a good idea? Drinking this. No, what's a good idea is not buying it, because it's useless.
That's coming from the same generation of people that did the fucking Tide Pod challenge too. So
that's exactly what people are comparing it to. They're comparing it to the Tide Pod challenge.
Stupid.
Yep, people are dumb. Don't fucking buy bathwater. I'm sorry. If you're gonna support that content creator, buy like a shirt. You'll actually get use out of a shirt. Like,
exactly.
You're not gonna get use out of bathwater. People are gonna think you're creepy for it. Imagine having that on your shelf and you bring home like a brand new girlfriend or a brand new friend or whatever. Bringing home anyone. Imagine your grandma saw it. What would your grandma say? Honey, what is this? And you're just like, that's my gamer girl water. Well, what is it? Oh, there's this Twitch lady, and this Instagram lady, and she had a bath and she gave that water to me and I bought it for $30. Isn't that cool? No, that's fucking so weird. What the fuck? And then beats the shit out of him. And I'm not even gonna be mad about that, because like, I'm sorry, if I have a child and they buy gamer girl bath water for $30, I'm gonna be so pissed off. I'm not going to be happy. I'm going to be like, okay, this
Yeah.
bathwater, I'm going to destroy it. And if he buys another one, you're
Yeah.
not allowed to touch the internet anymore. Sorry. You buy it once, you fucked up. You
She,
spend $60, you're not touching the internet. Nope, not in my house. That's not going to happen.
like, it's, yeah, it's just ridiculous. But whatever, maybe we got to give her credit for being an entrepreneur and making over $40,000 on such a simple concept because people are stupid.
I will give her that. Like, she is playing the market super well, and apparently, like, she's a genius for what she's done. Like, she built up a following, doing stupid videos, promoting herself, and then she was like, oh yeah, if this post gets 1 million likes, I'll make a Pornhub account. And then she clickbaited people with that, and then she what did she do? Then she did the gamer water thing, and she made a ton of money off of the gamer water. So like,
Yeah.
she does business extremely well, but like,
Yeah.
come on, we as consumers have to fucking step up. There's like the loot box shit, there's the DLC shit, there's the EA shit, and now there's the gamer girl water shit. Sorry, it's unacceptable to me.
And well, she probably got the idea from the Xbox body wash shit.
Yeah, there you go. The Xbox body wash, and now gamer girl body wash. Like if that was a product line, but it wasn't actually her bathwater, if it was actually like smell like a gamer girl, and it was actually like, I can see that as the potential business. I can't see this as a business. I'm surprised it is a business. It's fucked up. It's creepy. It's disgusting. That was a fucking loud thunder. Holy shit. I'm not going to be surprised if my power goes out. But anyways, yeah, we're going to move on from that. So let's move on to the next topic to get that rounds up the gaming corner. The next thing we have, so there's a story going around. There was a video on Twitter that had like 1 million or so views, millions and views and likes and stuff like that. And it caught a lot of traction because it's severely fucked up. So basically, we're not going to show the video, and it's a 7-second clip, but we're not going to show it. It's this lady who goes into a store and she finds this pail of ice cream. So some pails of ice cream have like a plastic layer or whatever. Some don't. So she takes that pail and she fucking licks the top of it, puts the lid back on it, and puts it back in the freezer. And like, everyone can secretly laugh about that, like, haha, that's fucked up. But you have to think about the ramifications of it. Like, it's extremely disgusting. Imagine someone spit on your ice cream before you were about to eat it. Would you eat that ice cream? No, that's gross. I don't know where you've been.
Yeah.
And like, it's sitting in a cold ass freezer for who knows how long. So thankfully, after that, what happened is the Walmart that they were at, they took all of those ice cream and they threw them out. Basically, they're like, nope, we're not doing that. Nope. We're making sure that this is a huge safety hazard. We got to make sure this happened. So let's pull up the article. The police identified her and warned she faces 20 years of jail time. So here's the picture of her off of the security camera. This is in Texas, by the way, so I'm not surprised. This is how fucked up it is. And this is her licking the ice cream. And look at her smile. Look at that devious smile. That's so fucked up. Here's the 8-second video. Sorry, 8 seconds. But at Walmart, she's doing that. But like, how fucked up do you have to be to do something like that? But she's unlikely to see the funny side of harsh charges, stipulating between 2 and 20 years of jail time, as well as a $10,000 fine, according to Texas State Penal Code.
No, this is gonna be a funny joke. Look at me. Ha, ha, ha. Oh shit.
Yep.
And I'm in prison for 20 years.
Yep. And so, like, that, the things that you do as kids have ramifications. You can't hide behind the fact it's like, oh, I was a kid, I didn't know any better. It's like, you should know not to lick ice cream and put it back on the shelf. And
she's not a kid.
Not a kid. If you decide to lick that ice cream and then you buy it later, then you buy it like right after, like, oh, that tasted pretty good, I'm gonna buy it. That's fine, I guess, but that's so fucked up. Like, hello, you put it back. That's such a funny joke. That's secretly funny. That's fucked up funny, but that's not funny in the fact that someone's gonna get disease from your dumbass. I'm sorry, but you kind of deserve whatever punishment you're getting. Maybe not jail time because you did think it was a stupid joke, but you deserve to be fined up the ass about that. You deserve to not go to that Walmart anymore.
I think maybe the 20 years is a little over exaggeration.
6 months.
Yeah, you do need. Huh?
She should have 6 months. That's what I think.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, you don't need. Yeah, 20 years is a little crazy, but it's still like what a stupid fucking thing. But some people are just dumb.
Yep.
As we just discussed, people buy bathwater, so other people like to like ice cream. They're just fucking stupid.
Yep, people are dumb. So, this kind of is like, oh, there's a hidden like silver lining in this. It's like check the products before you buy them. Make sure that they're not open or anything like that, because people are fucked up. Like, I remember there was some copy paste story. I think it was on like Reddit or something, or 4chan or whatever. It's like, so I lived with these roommates. I was pretty pissed at them. So every time I decided to, or every time they were having sex or whatever, and they were super loud or being inconsiderate to me, I would jerk off. I would take that semen and I put it in the shampoo bottle. So they're like, haha, they're washing with my semen or whatever. She ended up getting pregnant from that. And it's like, well, what the fuck? Yeah. It's, I don't know if it's true, but it's like, if that is true, I don't know. That's just a story that I heard. But like, it does speak volume of like the things that you do have consequences. Everything that you do have consequences. You have to be fucking smart. You have to be semi-decent of a human being to actually like, you know, function and not get put in prison. Like,
be a Canadian.
Sorry. Pardon?
Be a Canadian.
Be a Canadian, exactly. And like, some people do regrettable shit when they're kids or whatever, but like, you have to be careful about it, especially when it involves other people. So that's that. So we're gonna move on from that because that's just disgusting. Well, if we hear any details, we'll let you guys know what happens. But we're gonna talk about some movie stuff, aka The Little Mermaid. So Davis, do you want to take it away with our next article?
Yeah, so something that's not disgusting related.
Okay, it's debatable disgusting.
Fuck.
In a different way disgusting.
There's been... as everyone knows, the Disney's have been doing the live-action remakes of all their classics. So Aladdin, Lion King...
Mulan.
Mulan is going to be coming out now.
Trailer dropped.
The next one that's coming out is The Little Mermaid.
Mm-hmm.
But there's been people just complaining about the actress that was been cast to play Ariel, because her name is Halle Bailey, Halle Berry, but not Halle Berry. But people are complaining because she's a black girl, just like, well, but like. The thing is, so people were also complaining back with the show Titans when a black woman got cast as Starfire, but that was a different reason. It was because Starfire was supposed to be orange, so not black. But now, so it's kind of weird that, so some people are also just saying like, well, no, Ariel is supposed to be white and with red hair, which it's kind of hard. I'm kind of on the fence with this because, yeah, her as a character, she kind of should be white, but also like, what does it really matter for the story? The story shouldn't matter whether what the person looks like, right?
Yeah.
Whatever, you still have a woman. It's still gonna be the same story of a mermaid coming to go feet and come to the land and everything. So what should it really matter? But then you have that little bit of like nostalgia of like, it should be a white girl with red hair.
Yeah.
I don't. It's a little. That's why I'm kind of sort of on the fence on it, but like more leaning towards the why does it matter? Point.
Like, honestly, what does it really matter? It doesn't impact the story in any way whatsoever. I don't think there's any really deciding factors that are like, she has to be white, otherwise it doesn't make sense. Like,
yeah,
it doesn't matter, you guys, and it's a whole. Like, it just makes it be like, are you like? Now it became a thing of, are you racist? Yes or no. It's like,
yeah, exactly.
And that's not
like
okay.
Mulan or Pocahontas.
Hmm.
has to be Asian and Pocahontas has to be native for the story to actually make sense,
You can't just throw a white
right?
person in there. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but Ariel, yeah, the Ariel make whatever. Who cares? Like, stop bitching.
Yep.
Like, honestly, I have no idea. I've never heard of Haley. What is her name? Haley Bailey. Sorry, I have to keep on messing this up. I've never.
Haley Bailey.
She's a. Yeah,
Is it Haley Bailey?
she's a singer apparently.
Yeah, she's a singer. Yeah. Hallie.
Hallie. Sorry, I read that wrong.
Halle
That's
Bailey.
weird. Anyway, I haven't ever heard of her
Hmm.
as an actress. So let's see her actually perform.
Let's keep an open mind.
Yeah. She's only 19 as well. So okay.
Yeah.
Um, but apparently she toured with Beyonce.
Yeah, that's
Anyway, but that doesn't show her acting skills. But I don't know. If
I'd like to say I do see why they picked her. I feel like she kind of has similar facial features to Ariel. Like I'm looking at it, like
Yeah.
the smiles look like very similar. The nose a little bit, like
hmm
like the eyelashes. Like she looks really like Ariel in a way. So I'm
hmm
excited to see how she actually does and if she can actually capture that Little Mermaid magic. So it's all in due time, but I'm absolutely for this. I'm absolutely for like having
yeah.
more diversity within our movies, especially in like these big budget movies, because that's been a huge thing for uh, actors and actresses of different ethnicities that are like, we don't have as many starring roles as white people. So,
hmm
Crazy Rich Asians, that was an awesome movie, and
Yeah.
it's like, imagine if it was named Crazy Rich Asians, but they were all white. Like, does that make sense? No, it doesn't. It doesn't
No.
make sense for the story. But
Yeah.
imagine they made a
Or
parody named Crazy Rich White People. That would be hilarious. I would
or
totally.
what was it called? Always Be My Maybe
Yeah.
was a really good movie, regardless of like you don't not regardless of them being Asian. That's being racist, but
Mm,
them like this it was the story that was important, not the fact that they were Asian actors
yeah, exactly.
in that movie, right? So
Mm,
it's good that like we're starting to get a good amount of diversity and everything,
mm,
and it's not just the white guy. Even though I'm a white guy trying to get into the industry right now, so it makes it a little more difficult for me. But I think it's still a good thing
yeah,
that as long as you show your skills, it's what's important, right?
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So we'll see how it works out, and the fact that Disney is taking this big step and saying, "Okay, let's change one of our characters to like be a little bit more open and stuff like that." Like that's awesome, and
hmm
I have nothing but support for Disney in this regard. Let's hope it turns out well. And if it's a shit movie, I'm expecting to see comments saying like it was only bad because Ariel was black. Like I'm expecting to see those comments when it's probably going to be like, no, it probably wasn't. The director sucked. The guy who was holding the camera was going like, hey guys, fucking like shaking his hands because he
Would
does never worked a camera before. Maybe the
yeah
acting's garbage. Maybe the animation looks like the old Mario and Luigi film. Like maybe that's that. Maybe like
yeah
yeah, like fucking it could be amazing. And it obviously won't capture the magic of the original Little Mermaid probably. Like
hmm
let's be honest. I haven't watched Aladdin, but I don't want to watch Aladdin the new one because I'm like I love the Robin Williams genie. I love the cartoony style of it. I love everything
hmm
about that movie. Nothing will capture that. And I listened to some of the soundtracks and I'm like, it's not the same.
yeah
It doesn't hit right here the same way that Aladdin did. So
yeah exactly. Out of all the like remakes, I saw what's it called? Beauty and the Beast. I saw the Beauty and the Beast one.
how was that one?
Um, it was actually yeah, it was pretty good. Um, like the animation was really good and everything like that.
Yeah.
I've seen a few of them. I don't remember all of them that I've seen. Like I saw Jungle Book and stuff like that too, but I don't think that's is that Disney? I don't know.
Jungle Book is Disney, I think.
Is it? Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
I saw that too. But what was I gonna say? The one that I'm excited for is Lion King, which I might actually go see. I
Oh,
might actually spend the money for. Like, I liked Aladdin as a kid as well.
mhm.
Like, and it made $90 million, so apparently enough people loved it.
Mhm. I think part of it
Clearly,
has to do to like Will Smith because like first off he's a big name himself, and then the promotion that
Yep.
he did for the movie, like having those two little girls walk down the red carpet to go meet Princess Jasmine, like that warmed
Hmm.
everyone's heart. That warmed my heart, and I was like, "Oh, this is adorable. I'd go see it just for that." But like, I'm excited to see Lion King because there's some big names in there. I think Donald Glover's in there, right?
Yeah, yeah. Donald Glover's in it.
Yep.
I think what's his name comes back as Neil deGrasse. No, fuck, that's completely the wrong person. Wrong black guy.
Oh God.
Racist. Um, I know his name. This is gonna whatever. I'll think about it later. But the guy who voiced James Earl Jones, I think he's coming. I think he came back to voice act in the
Yep.
in this new remake.
Mhm.
But
So I just googled the cast, and this is a fucking amazing cast. So, Donald Glover, Beyonce, Seth Rogen, John Oliver, Keegan Michael Key, Eric Andre, and then you have James Earl Jones, and then like a few
Right.
other actresses and actors. So this is gonna be an amazing
yeah,
movie.
that they're gonna. I honestly think so. Okay, so we know that some of the huge movies of this year were obviously Endgame, Detective Pikachu, John Wick 3, Aladdin, like some like this the Lion King, because a lot of people from so I was born in 92, you were born in what?
98.
90 98. Okay, so and Lion King came out in I think 99,
Mhm.
something like that. So I would have been like decently old. I can still remember it. You would have just been born, so you wouldn't have watched it right as it came out. I don't think I
Mhm.
still came watched it right as it came out either, but still, like that's a movie that was my one of my first memories of a movie. Really remembering the entire thing and really like being sad about it and everything because that movie's just painful
Mhm.
to watch
Yeah.
at the beginning,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
So that's one that one I think will it's gonna skyrocket. Like it's gonna
Yeah.
do so well when it comes out. Little Mermaid was still in like in the still really good. It's still in the early like the 90s era of the golden age of Disney
Disney.
there,
Yeah.
but it's not as connected as Lion King is.
Yeah.
I believe.
Mhm.
So
Yeah. So I'm just looking at the cast right now. Halle Bailey is like the only one that really is said so far. Didn't really pop up on Google, but anyways, yeah. So that's super exciting to like Little Mermaid, Lion King. That's all going to be awesome and stuff like that. And hopefully, you guys are all for the openness of having Ariel be a different ethnicity other than white, and hopefully other characters as well. Because let's face it, we need to be a little bit more open with this.
I I kind of hope they still keep Sebastian as Jamaican though.
That
Like
has to be there. If
yeah,
like,
that would make sense.
mm-hmm.
Keep you got to keep Sebastian as
You got to
Jamaican.
keep him.
You
Yeah,
just gotta do
exactly.
it.
You got to do it. So yeah, we're gonna move on to the next thing. So apparently, according to this article, Guy Fieri endorses the Little Mermaid reboot. Fans casting him as Ursula.
Yeah.
Like, so there's a picture of this where it's Ursula and Guy Fieri side by side. So let me see if I can pull that up. There you go.
Guy Fieri is one of my favorite people. Like he's just so funny.
He's hilarious. Well, that's not loading. So, but yeah,
Obviously, it wouldn't actually happen to be weird, but
it would be hilarious.
it's just a funny meme.
Mm-hmm.
I heard everyone know the Try Guys, right?
Yeah, from BuzzFeed.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, well, they're not BuzzFeed anymore, but
What are they now? Oh yeah, because they're their own
no,
thing.
that's been yeah. Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
Eugene recently fully came out as being gay. I don't know if he's actually just gay or if he's anyway, but
Mm-hmm.
he stated that Ursula should be an actual drag queen,
Yeah.
which instead of like instead of just being a woman, like he wanted Ursula to be a drag queen, so that would make it very new aged.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah. I think that would make a lot of sense. Yeah, I think that would be really cool. It does fit the character. So
Yeah.
that's definitely I hopefully they considered that. So I guess we'll find out sooner or later if they decide to go with that. But let's hope, dude. Let's hope for more changes like this and people being more open, stuff like that. Um, I did have a thought about something that we said. Like the movie wouldn't come down to the ethnicity of the characters or of the roles, but one example that I can think of that people were really pissed off about was do you remember the new Ghostbusters that came out, like the new movie with Melissa McCarthy? This was like
Yeah.
2014.
Yeah.
Yeah. So everyone blamed that on the female actresses that were in there. So they were like, because it's women, it's worse. And I remember watching reviews and stuff like that, and they're like, no, it's not because they're female. It's not because of anything like that. It's because the writing was shit. The special effects were shit. It did not capture any of the old Ghostbusters spirit. It was just a lazy piece of shit cash grab. That's what I heard. I've never seen the movie before, but I do not want to see it because of the things that I've heard. So let that be known. Let that be known.
I didn't watch the Ghostbusters, not because it was women, because it looked just like a bad movie.
Yep. So yeah, let's just keep that in mind. So moving forward. So
like in my opinion, the DCEU,
yeah.
the best DCE movie is Wonder Woman, and that's just because it's a good movie. Like it's one of the only good DCE movies. I did want to just randomly throw this out there too before we jump to the next thing there.
Yeah.
Apparently, Toy Story 2, because so I heard this the other day recently that Toy Story 2 is re-releasing on DVD. But do you remember they did the like fake bloopers and stuff at the end of the movie? So in the first one, second one, I don't know if they did in the third, but they did like fake, like where they like chuckled and made a mistake or whatever, and they did bloopers for it.
Yeah.
In the second one, there's a blooper that comes up, and it's basically the prospector. He's kind of sort of doing like a casting couch type of thing in blooper. So it's like cutting in, and he's like, well, you guys, what is it? You two are twins, and I can help get you into Toy Story 3. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And it's like, oh, we're rolling. Is the thing that they made, but this new re-release of Toy Story 2 is gonna cut that fake blooper out because it's so like, oh my god, you can't do that. Nowadays.
It's like so edgy, you can't do it.
Like that.
That's so.
No, it's not that it's so edgy. It's just that it's like, you know, with sexual harassment and everything, and like Me Too and everything that's happened in recent years, that it's just not that it's edgy. It's just that it's wrong to even make a joke about it, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
I just wanted to kind of throw that out just because I remembered it as we were talking about other Disney stuff.
Yeah, so there's
like,
a lot of changes being made. Some people don't like these changes. They're like, oh, it's ruining comedy and stuff like that, especially around like YouTube and stuff like that. It's like you can't swear anymore in your videos. Like it has to be like at a 5-year-old level. So like, I'm sorry, not everyone's gonna have a reverb like vocabulary where they're gonna reverse everything. It's like, oh, mother slugger, he really tickled me. Like I really just dropped the ball on that one. Oh darn! Like nobody's gonna do that. They're gonna be like, are you fucking kidding me? What the fuck, dude? This is bullshit. And that's what people come for. People come from those reactions. So, yeah. But anyways, let's move on to our final topic. Our last few things. So, we were talking about The Witcher, right? So. Guess what?
How it's getting
its series. There's a new teaser released for Netflix's Witcher.
Ooh.
So there's already a Twitter account. There's already pictures of Geralt, and a few other characters and stuff like that. It looks like Game of Thrones. Not gonna lie, we're gonna show the pictures right now, but it looks a lot like Game of Thrones. So like. There's Geralt, and I think they did a really, really good job with Geralt. I never really played the games too much, but from what it looks like, they look badass. There's characters here. So and this one speaks Game of Thrones to me because you got the fur, you got the big ass dress, the knife, like everything. You're up against the ocean. Like there's so much here, but there was a teaser for it. So with the caption, "The worst monsters are the ones we create." So yeah, get hyped for that. Get hyped for The Witcher, dude. I already know people that are really excited about this, so get ready for it.
That's dope. Yeah, I never played the games, but I know vaguely what they're about. That's so sweet. When does it officially come out? Like, because I was such a huge Game of Thrones fan, even the eighth season, regardless, like it's gonna be good. Like, I think it's gonna be something that I will follow. I will watch the entire like, I will probably, if they release it in the classic Netflix fashion of the entire show at once, I would probably watch the entire show in like 2 days.
Yeah,
because it would be that type of show for me.
Well, what I'm hoping is they don't fuck up with. There was a old NES game called Castlevania. They did an animated series about it. They released the first 4 episodes on Netflix, and then for the next year or so, they didn't do anything. They didn't complete the series, and I'm like sitting there. I'm like, this was amazing. This was awesome. 4 episodes. I want to see more. I think they're coming next week. Didn't come the next week. Oh, okay, a week for the week after, or maybe next month. And it's like, nope. And I was like, I fucking give up. I'm done. But then they finally came out with the full series, and I'm like, yeah, this was awesome. Season 2 came out, and I'm like, kind of disappointed, but there was a lot of stuff introduced, but it was still a lot of fun to watch. Like, I still enjoyed it. So, yeah, there's that. So let's hope they don't fumble it like that company did, and we'll hopefully we'll get into the good part. So I prepare for that. So the next thing that we have is actually photos of the new Bill and Ted movie, Bill and Ted 3: Face the Music. So the Wild Stallions are back at it again. This picture scares me a little bit because Keanu Reeves shaved his facial hair. He shaved.
He's not John Wick.
He's not John Wick anymore. He is. He's Ted again, right?
Yeah. Why is that scary? That should be a good thing.
No. I'm just like trying to figure out which character he is. I can't remember. But yeah. So
he's Ted.
He's Ted. So it's on Facebook. But like, holy, he looks like Mike Myers. Looks a lot like Mike Myers. The other guy, I can't remember his name. What's his name again?
I don't remember.
But yeah,
it's not Keanu Reeves, so people won't care.
Yeah, but they should care because he did really well. So they have these pictures of them in the phone booth, like the time traveling phone booth again. Yeah. So that's exciting shit. I'm super excited. I have to Google his name now.
I'm on it right now.
Alex Winter. I knew it was something. I knew it had something to do with Winter. But yeah, Alex Winter. That's super hype. But yeah, that's super cool. I'm excited to see what they come up with. Hopefully it's good. Let's hope like every other movie this year, it's a good movie. Within the next few years, it's good. Let's hope all content is good, as we hope it to be.
Not all content has been good this year, because like Men in Black International flopped.
That flopped. Dark Phoenix flopped.
Dark Phoenix flops. Holmes and Sherlock and Watson, whatever that flopped.
Anthem flopped.
Yeah. There's been a few bad ones, but I don't know. I think, are we leaning more towards bad or good for this year for movies?
Let me Google video game flops 2019. And we'll take a look, because I know there was
video game.
Well, there were bad video games as well. So like Anthem was pretty bad. Crackdown 3 I heard was a disappointment. Battlefield 5 was a letdown. Like NBA 2K19 was a flop. There's been so many fucking flops. It's ridiculous. But anyways, we'll have to talk about that one. We'll have to talk about like, what is this year, a good year or a bad year?
Okay, we'll keep that on a note for next December episode then.
Yeah, exactly, as a recap. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for listening and watching the M3 podcast. We'd like to know what your guys' thoughts are all of the topics, like what about gaming news, the 20 plus years for licking ice cream, is that well deserved or should it be a lighter sentence? Which Disney movie are you most excited for in the future? Which one should be remade next? I say Emperor's New Groove should get. I think it should not get a remaster because it's perfect the way it is. Sorry. And same with Kronk. You can't go wrong with Kronk. So, anyways, yeah.
We also did a reaction video of the new Jumanji trailer. Check that out in the new content that we'll be doing. We're starting up, finally, we're going to start up the Twitch content that we've been talking about for the last little bit. We're actually going to be getting some gaming going, hopefully crossing our fingers sometime next week. Make sure to check that out. And
let us know what games you want us to play.
That's going to be up to Jayden.
That's up to me. Dude, well, we're going to probably start with like some Call of Duty, some zombie stuff, get you into it again, and then probably we'll switch over to maybe like NHL 19. I'm so down to play some NHL, dude. Like I'm so down for it. Yeah, but anyways, that's gonna do it here for the M3 podcast. Make sure to subscribe, and thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for listening. We will see you guys later.
Get the notification bell on, people.
Oh my god, are you really gonna do that?